Good morning and welcome to the daily levels for Thursday, May the 2nd. It's right after 8:30 a.m. The market opens in about an hour. After the market closes, per usual, we will circle back around to this chart and take a look at all the trades taken in the E-minis based off these levels. See you then. And here we are. The market has closed. It's 6:39, 6:40 p.m. So there were two trades, and I'll show you the recording of both. When they came down into 501.36, it was well after 9:45, and they fell below. But this trade worked, took some time. There was no reason to bail out of this trade. In fact, I was hoping I could get filled again for more contracts at 499.30 to average in, but they did not get that low. But I'll explain this when we watch the recording. So this level was important. So they gave the base hit after they came up, and I actually trailed this a little farther. So this level is important. They bounced off of it. At this point, I really did consider taking it on the long side here because I had a couple other reasons. I didn't, kind of regret it, but this is not the way I usually trade these. I just like to hit them, trade them the first time they're hit. But anyway, the next trade was a short trade at 505.04. A little hard to see this, but they hit it pretty close, pretty precisely, and pulled away for a base hit, just barely for a base hit. We'll watch both of those, and it should become clear how these trades played out. And this first one, they're coming down into 501.41. The operating level was that number. And you see the profit target objective, the green line above the entry point, or the anticipated entry point. And you see the red line, which is the fumble threshold. And you'll see them get below this after the order was triggered at 501.41. I'll just speed this up a little so we can get to the actual trade. Here we go. So the trade's triggered. I bought 3 contracts, and I'm aware of how many contracts I bought because I wanted to trail this thing higher. So yes, I'm looking at what's going on underneath this fumble threshold, and they even spiked, 18, 19, maybe close to 20 points, like negative $3,000 for just a brief moment with my 3 contracts. And I have a limit. Well, as I'm talking here, you missed this, so I'll just back this up. Here we go. So I'm ready to buy 3 more here because I have confidence there's support here. They start pulling away, and I realized that was it. So I took that limit order off the table to buy 3 more down here because I could have averaged in somewhere right where they're at now, and I've got a base hit and then trailed even more. That was the plan. But anyway, at this point, with just the 3 long, I took 2 off. You can see the limit order on the chart. And I trailed 1 a little higher. I had an eye on a target a little higher. And as you'll see, they pulled me up. They pulled the trailer up a few points, but I did not get the full amount that I was hoping, like 10 points or so. But anyway, let's just scrub ahead. Here we go. So hope that wasn't too confusing what happened. Filled the base hit of 4 points. That was $400 with 2 contracts. Here's my target. Corresponding levels up here. I'll show you on the chart when we go back to the full day. So they pulled me up close, really close, and that turned out to be the interim area of resistance, and they pulled back away, but just barely missed it. So you'll see in a moment. They got that close, maybe even a little closer. 225, however many points that was, and they came back and stopped me out at that, whatever that was, less than 4 points, a little bit more than 4 points. Anyway, so that was the first level satisfied, and I'll scrub ahead here. I think right at 12, I'll just jump to the next level as a different recording because nothing really happened. They just kind of bounced around, had no other levels up until 504.99. So 12 o'clock. There we go. So I'm going to let this play from this point, and I'm going to go short at 504.99. It's in the system to trigger automatically, and that's when the market order in the E-minis was triggered. There it is. So I'm short 2. Wasn't sure how far they would come down, so I was happy just to take a base hit, and they gave it to me just enough, and then they continued on their way higher, at least for the near term afterward. I'm not sure. I don't think this took too long, but let's, because they really weren't out of the money on this first attempt here, or first time they hit this level. They gave me the base hit pretty soon, right there, and continued higher after that. So that level was satisfied. and pretty interesting. I don't think I cut after 3:30 or so. I just stopped recording. There's not going to take any trades after that point anyway. But it's pretty interesting to see where the spiders closed the day. At least I think is interesting. They closed 1 penny. The close of the day, the official close of the day was about a penny or so away from this level. This is just a 1 minute chart here, but 505.01, 505.02 or 3. I think I was looking at the daily chart earlier. So anyway, that level was important. I don't know, not a coincidence. I'm sure this level was pretty important. They finally got to it and closed right on it at the end of the day. So anyway, 2 trades. Take a look at the tracking log. Not a whole lot more to discuss here. Although I just will point out here that there was, when you're looking at other charts, or when I'm looking at other charts, the things that I am teaching in this course to show you what to look for, I had a lot of confidence that they're going to find some support down here. So you saw me, I'm out of the money. It doesn't look great. It doesn't feel great, but this is just on the 1 minute chart. It's much clearer when you're looking at larger time frames and other indicators, and you know what to look for, that you can be confident that there's support down here. So even enough where I was willing to buy again. But anyway, I didn't get that. I mean, I guess I'm just repeating myself here, but you saw the base hit on this one, and they climbed for the rest of the day pretty much. Over here on the tracking log, playing by the rules, it's just 2 base hits. You would have withstood perhaps a little bit of pain and uncertainty, but there was no reason, according to the rules, to bail out or reverse or anything while they were below that fumble threshold. Like I said several times before, it's a function of time, and there's a few more things that go into that determination. But anyway, 2 base hits. What I did was got the base hit, and I trailed it for a little bit more. So, and plus I was, 2 contracts on the first one, or the 3 contracts on the first one, took 2 off, trailed 1. So it's a little off. My end of the day after commissions was right around $1,000. 1,001 exactly before commissions, I think. So those were the trades. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this interesting and helpful. And if anyone who had these numbers from this morning and have understood at this point that they are, viable for trades, if you're willing to take them, because these are the ones I'm taking during the day, and they worked out for you, then I'd be interested to know if you want to share that information in the comments. Thank you for that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll do this again tomorrow.